For the first time at Donald Trump's hush money criminal trial, jurors heard the details of the arrangement that was made inside the Trump organization to reimburse Michael Cohen, the former lawyer and fixer for the former president, reimburse him for the hush money payment that he made to porn actor Stormy Daniels in the build-up to the 2016 presidential election. Now, you'll recall that Cohen paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 essentially out of his own pocket, and then, once Trump became president, asked to be reimbursed. Former Trump Organization controller Jeffrey McConney testified that just after Trump's inauguration, McConney met with Alan Weisselberg, who was the longtime finance chief of the Trump Organization, and they talked about how they were going to reimburse, pay back this money that Michael Cohen was owed. According to McConney, Weisselberg came up with a plan to pay not only $130,000, but a total of $420,000 to Michael Cohen. How did they arrive at that figure? According to McConney, Cohen was paid the initial $130,000 plus another installment for technology expenses he incurred, along with a bonus, and then money that would make it so that he would not have to lose anything if he paid taxes on that figure if he reported it as income. Now, reimbursements themselves are not taxable, but the way this was paid, according to McConney, was as if it was income paid to Cohen. Prosecutors contend that that arrangement was done because they would not have to explain what was being reimbursed. And Trump, Weisselberg, and McConney, according to prosecutors, wanted to hide the fact that they were reimbursing Cohen for a hush money payment. On Monday, it was also the first time that the jury saw any of the checks involved in this case, the checks that prosecutors say amounted to falsified business records. Some of these checks were signed by Donald Trump when he was president in the White House. Another Trump Organization employee, Deborah Tarasoff, talked about how they would send by FedEx checks, blank checks that had to be signed. Trump would sign them and then return them to the Trump Organization's headquarters in Manhattan, and then they'd be sent out pursuant to an invoice that Michael Cohen would send to the company every month, billing them $35,000 for services rendered, legal fees. Now, McConney said it was his idea to book those fees into their computer system as legal expenses. He said Michael Cohen was a lawyer, he was sending invoices, there was talk of a retainer agreement, and therefore we booked those bills as legal expenses. Prosecutors contend that Trump, the people working for him, misrepresented the true nature of those payments by logging them as legal fees. And that is essentially the crux of this case. Trump is charged with falsifying business records. According to prosecutors, the way he did that was by logging the reimbursements for the hush money payments as legal fees when, according to prosecutors, he knew they were actually essentially a way of covering up the cover-up.